They did put out who's Yoshi? Who's Yoshi?
Oh, Yoshi's not in the movie.
What?
The Yoshi horse, whatever he is, the Yoshi, they make like a quick appearance, like a cameo as they're walking by, and they're all like around. But that's it. There is no specific Yoshi.
There's no
character.
Yoshi?
No Yoshi in this movie.
Dude.
No Yoshi.
That hurts.
Yeah, because even the lame 90s movie had Yoshi in him. He's a little dinosaur man.
Yoshi even got his own spin-off game, too.
Yoshi's an important part of the Super Mario world, and they didn't include him. They didn't include him.
They did. Oh, they did.
They did him dirty.
They did Yoshi dirty.
I'm sure there's
dirty with an I at the end.
Whoa, we're getting serious now. I'm sure they're going to do a sequel to this movie, and he'll probably be in that.
Have him played by what? By who?
Glenn Jacobs.
No. How about
Ric Flair?
No.
Mario. Woo! Whatever. What's that? What is that?
I'm president of the United States.
No, that thing where when he's walking like this.
I'm jet flying.
Yeah.
Limousine riding. Jet flying.
Hey Mario, I'm limousine riding. Jet
flying. Scene stealing. Wheeling dealing. Son of a Yoshi.
Son of a Yoshi. Oh my God. I have to write that down because that was a great line. But no, that was a great movie. And then what else is going on in the world? Oh, hold that thought.
Big Orange and proud of it. We are WUTK 90.3 FM, Knoxville, Tennessee, home of the Tennessee Volunteers.
Oh, that's over. Sorry, I'm back now.
My God, we had a 30-minute segment.
Well, yeah, that's music.
Okay. Plus music. Okay.
Yeah, and then that's music plus talking, and then the last segment. Okay. Do you not know how this show works?
Well, the 30-minute segment kind of threw me off. Most of these don't exceed 20 minutes.
You've done this show. Well, we're not taking another commercial break until like 1:30. So that's that's the whole point. The point of this show. The point.
You want to get rid of that?
Yeah. But what else is going on in the world? What any nice stories coming from your world?
I've been pretty much consumed with a lot of negativity.
But
a lot of negativity happened last
That's you in a nutshell, though, Pork. We already know all about your negativity.
There was another mass shooting.
That
was awful. Yes, that was awful.
We'll have to talk about that tonight. Yes, of course. There will be no closing time spoilers. We'll be doing In the Arms of an Angel for that. But yeah,
they did declare the pandemic basically over.
Yeah, do we don't even like keep up with the numbers anymore
because they don't update.
They rarely,
as in the Knox County Health Department,
they rarely update. Yeah,
maybe that could be something we talk to Gloria Johnson about.
Ooh, keep that in mind. I'll write that down here in a bit. But they're sons of Yoshis is what they are.
I guess.
You need to go out and see a movie. You need to, because there's some good movies out. The Super Mario movie's out right now. Renfield, that Dracula comedy.
I don't want to, with Nick Cage.
Yeah,
I don't want to see it.
So bad, but I love it. I can't wait. We're probably going to go see it tomorrow. I'm excited. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 coming out in May.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Is it the original cast?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think
is James Gunn back?
Yeah, and directing.
Okay.
In the chair, he is. Yes. So good film there. Indiana Jones 5 comes out in June. Come on, tell me you're not excited
he's 75.
About that. No, he's 80.
He's 80.
He's 80 now. It's the last movie. It is the last one. They've confirmed.
Are they going to kill him off?
Well, I've debated about this with myself because I spend a lot of time with myself, unnaturally it seems. But I've thought about it, and I'm like, Indiana Jones is too like episodic. It's too much like villain of the week. It's not like a continuing storyline like a Star Wars or a Marvel. I think we've talked about this before on the show, and he's too much like a James Bond type, where each movie is a different thing. Now, that's not including Daniel Craig's Indiana or James Bond, because that was a storyline. All those movies are connected in a way.
Right.
And spoiler, if you haven't seen the last,
and they kill him.
In the last Daniel Craig movie, they do kill James Bond. Now there'll be more James Bond movies, but they're restarting it over again.
Right.
But see, that's the thing. I look at Indiana Jones as like the previous James Bond films, where it's like he's always in danger, but he's like a Mary Sue. He nothing bad can ever truly happen to him. He fits into everything.
Is this one he's just gonna die of natural causes in the 1980s?
They may do a thing where like it goes in the future and you see the statue of him at the college next to Marshall. Maybe. Not Marshall. What was it? Marcus Brody, because they had a statue of him in the last one. So they may do something like that, but I don't see him like a Han Solo death. Like, I don't see like that happening.
I want to see him because they always progress in the decades. So like he's pretty much always stuck fighting the Nazis in the original one, but then in the new one he's fighting the Russians in the 1950s. So like I want to see him like
this one
bare knuckle boxing Ho Chi Minh.
Well, no.
Like, how about that?
No, actually, I'll tell you what's happening because I've already seen. They already kind of explained that in the previews. This takes place like in the late 60s, early 70s, and he's battling a former Nazi.
Again?
Someone that he met during his adventures back in the 30s. He's now battling that guy's back, and he's doing things, and so he's a former Nazi.
Why don't they just show him like in the 2010s, and he's real frustrated with Twitter and Facebook?
Well,
why don't they just show that?
Because he would be over 100 years old at that point.
Yeah, I guess he would be.
Yeah, Indiana Jones was like born in like the 1880s or 90s or something.
Yeah, I want to say
yeah,
maybe not. Yeah, sometime in the 1890s.
It was 1890s.
I remember Last Crusade, 1912.
He was like a teenager in 1912.
So like late 1890s, probably. River Phoenix.
And he was in his like late 30s, early 40s when the movies started. So, so looking at 1890s there. So yeah, he would be like 120 years old at that point, and I don't think that would work.
Just show him in the 80s, like, man, what's this guy Reagan? What is he even doing?
Yeah,
how about that?
And you can't have him like battling the Vietnamese or something in the 60s, because as history looks back on that war, we realize we were in the wrong for doing anything against Vietnam. Vietnam may not have been the most safe place, but we entered ourselves into something.
There was no cause for military action on our part.
Right. So you couldn't do that because that would look bad. And then we didn't have any like real bad enemies during the late 60s into the 70s other than us fighting in Vietnam.
Maybe him just like kind of struggling to fit in the counterculture, I guess.
That would have been interesting because he's an old man at this point. He was already having trouble in the last one in the 50s.
The 50s,
So it's untelling exactly how they're going to handle it. But
so they're just going to bring back the Nazis.
So bring back a Nazi. That's I mean, that was his ultimate enemy was the Nazis. I mean,
how can you not hate a Nazi?
Well, right, exactly. It's more relevant now than probably even back when those movies came out.
Unfortunately,
yeah. So seeing Harrison Ford punch out Nazis again,
that might be kind of cathartic.
Yeah.